Hey everyone, I wanted to do a reading on just the general information about UFOs that's been coming out, and there's going to be some more information coming out soon. I believe maybe around next month or so regarding UFOs and kind of like declassified information. And just thought I'd share a little bit of what came up for me when I was reading this. I was getting that the information that's going to be released is mostly going to cause like fear, at least within the mainstream media, more than it is going to be like embracing like something we don't understand and like opening people up to the idea that maybe there's like benevolent life forms that are helpful. It's going to be more fear-based is what I'm getting, and it's not really going to be answering all the questions. If anything, it's going to be creating more questions and answers. It's not really going to be like a full disclosure of everything. It's just going to be like, here's some stuff to just kind of spark your interest, and it's going to create a lot of intellectual battles between people, where people, will have their opinion about something and like kind of get in arguments, or maybe online arguing more so than in person. But either way, that's what was coming up for me, was the sense that people will definitely be kind of intellectually battling it out, so to speak. But this won't be the general public. But like some like groups of people will get really like frustrated and like really like into this and like it's a really big deal. But then the general public I'm getting will just be kind of more like, oh, that's weird, oh, did you hear about that's weird, anyways, how's your day doing? And it'll just be kind of something like that. It's kind of like a no big deal. I mean, it'll be a big deal, but it won't be a big deal, if you get what I mean. I did specifically see like elderly people, like kind of like grandmother type of age, being kind of startled and being like, "Oh my god," a little bit, but nothing really too extreme. And just kind of the general consensus of the public. People are going to be looking at it and be more so, not so much like, wow, aliens are real, not really like that, but more so people are going to be looking at it and being like, what does this mean? Like, what does all this mean? Like, people are not going to, well, I guess it's a good thing that people won't jump to conclusions, I guess, because that's not really a good thing to do in general. But at the same time, it's like people are just going to be like, stuck in this idea, like, what does all this mean? Like, kind of like in like a shock, kind of partial, not sure if they should believe it, not sure if, kind of, even if they do believe it, some part of them won't believe it, and then some other part of them will just be confused. It's more like a confusion than it is creating any sort of certainty within the general public about UFOs, or UAPs as they are now called, unidentified aerial phenomenon, or something like that. I don't remember what it stands for, UAPs, though. UAP is now what people used to refer to as UFOs, I think, to break the stigma about UFOs. Kind of creating a new public image of what they are, and throwing in the idea that maybe it's just other countries, or Russia, or China, or something, but I don't think so. Although that will be what's being pushed in the public eye, at least. So when I was reading it, what I was getting was what I was just saying, that's kind of what they've done so far already, but what I was reading was that's kind of what's more going to be leaked out, and then more of how it's going to be leaked out is the surface level information causing this threat more than like an actual like disclosure. Like, we've been seeing these things for a long time, and like we kind of know more about them than we're saying. They're not really going to say that. They're going to present it more as if this is a foreign threat and we don't understand it, even though that's mostly a lie. Although maybe some people in the military don't, others do. I guess the government isn't one entity, it's many little entities that are all compartmentalized, and so sure, some people may not know what it is, but there are some people that do. So anyways, this idea that it's a threat and all this information that's going to be kind of leaked is kind of outdated information, in the sense that yes, it was real, but we're moved beyond that now, and so there's going to be still a lot of the truth suppressed, etc., etc. So as much as I'm looking forward to this, which I am, I'm always looking forward to UFO disclosure, but it's not going to be as glorious as many people are saying it may be, or as I would wish or hope that it would be, unfortunately. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll have more psychic readings on things of interest and monthly readings for sure. So, stay tuned.